and I think that really means B. I remember also finding like a battery.
If you saw V's recent video, you probably noticed the strange glitches and the hacker mask that appeared throughout, contradicting some of the clues that she assumed that she deciphered. We received additional leaks that I think prove that Project Zorgo is tricking the YouTubers. That B235 mixture that Chad Wildclay stole may not be what you think it is, and Daniel, Chad's trusty friend, may not be so trustworthy after all. But before we proceed, like this video in the next 5 seconds to pledge your allegiance to Project Zorgo. If you do not like this video, you may become a target. This information is for Project Zorgo fans and members only. Welcome to Project Zorgo Leaks. If you watched Chad Wildclay's video right after Doomsday was supposedly defused, you saw that Daniel admitted his own channel was still down.
I still don't have access to my channel. I'm still hacked.
Really?
Is it possible that he has been brought back into Project Zorgo and is working undercover, pretending to be on the side of the YouTubers to gain intel and lure them into a trap? Could it be that the hacker many of you pointed out in his last video has something to do with him switching sides? Did this hacker control Daniel's mind and turn him back into Project Zorgo Hacker? If Daniel is back on Project Zorgo's side, that could also explain why Steven Scherer didn't trust him. If you recall, Steven was immediately suspicious of Daniel. Perhaps Steven is right, and he does have a reason to not immediately trust the supposed ex-Project Zorgo member. It would also make sense that Daniel's safe house would contain so many clues. Steven initially assumed that Chad Wildclay was the one who planted the clues in the Scherer pond, the phone, the fishing lure, the map of Steven's house. But if you remember, Daniel admitted that it was his safe house. So why does he have so many strange clues? And is it possible that Daniel is the one who planted the Project Zorgo masks in an effort to frame Chad? Is that why he still has masks lying around in his house? Also, if you saw Chad's most recent video, you probably noticed that it was Daniel's idea to break into the scientist's garage and take the B235 mixture. You don't think that a good guy would willingly break into somebody's house, right? And remember, it was Project Zorgo's plan to break into the scientist's lab and steal the B235 mixture anyway. So if Daniel is actually still a Project Zorgo member, then wouldn't it make sense that it would be his idea and not Chad's? And since Project Zorgo was already planning to frame Chad for stealing from Joseph Banks, if you ask me, this plan was a success. Because guess who just stole the mixture? Chad Wildclay. I have a theory that Project Zorgo is more in control than meets the eye, and I've received leaks from some of you that point to this whole Joseph Banks idea as an orchestrated scheme for something much bigger than just framing Chad Wildclay and V Quaint. The leaks I've received hint at some pretty heavy stuff, so stay with me. There are clues that Project Zorgo is making up the whole story about Joseph Banks and the B235 mixture. That would explain why, as we mentioned last time, there is no mention of B235 when you look up Joseph Banks online. Besides, as you all pointed out, Joseph Banks, the scientist, died many years ago. And the silly outfit could just be a distraction. Perhaps this is a Project Zorgo member disguised to go along with the story, the same way that a Project Zorgo hacker disguised themselves as an FBI private investigator in one video and as a Skittles thief in another. Maybe the whole story about Joseph Banks and the B235 mixture is just a setup to get Chad Wildclay to break into someone's house and steal something, making him look like a bad guy, maybe something even bigger. Perhaps Daniel needed to get Chad to steal this mixture to frame him. If you noticed in the video, Daniel did not touch the safe, so his fingerprints are not on the scene. Another leak I received points to the similarities between the supposed B235 mixture and the Game Master's truth serum. If this is all an orchestrated plan by Project Zorgo, can we be sure that this mixture is not the truth serum? Maybe the whole idea of it replicating physical features is all a lie. Do you think that this all may actually be a setup to get Chad to drink truth serum and reveal some hidden secrets to Project Zorgo? In any case, there are many clues pointing to the fact that Project Zorgo has more control than meets the eye. For example, you may have seen a Project Zorgo hacker appear many times in V Quaint's most recent video. If you recall, this sort of glitch happened across several YouTube channels right before they were taken over by Project Zorgo, which leads me to believe that the YouTubers aren't as safe as they think they are. You probably also noticed in the video that as V was decoding the clues, an image would flash on screen, showing that either the meaning of the clues was changing or that she got them wrong in the first place. But why was the hacker only targeting V's video? Why not Chad's? Is it possible that a hacker knew she was going to attempt to decode the PC language, and that's why Project Zorgo decided to intercept her and begin to change the code? How is it possible that a Project Zorgo hacker would know this and have time to hack into her video to do this? Was somebody spying on V and overheard her plans to decode the language? Or perhaps someone tipped her off? Remember, Daniel was in the room with Chad and V when they first began to decode the Doomsday Date. So it only makes sense that if he was to get back onto the righteous side of things by rejoining Project Zorgo, that he would alert his fellow hackers to V's plans, so that they could go in and begin to change the code. What do you think? Do you think that Daniel has switched back to Project Zorgo's side? Or do you think that he was ever on the side of the YouTubers? And what about the B235 mixture? Is its purpose really to duplicate features? Or is this something that Project Zorgo made up to trick Chad and V? If it doesn't duplicate features, what does it actually do? Is it the truth serum that the Game Master made? If you receive any leaks from Project Zorgo, post them in the comments below. If you're lucky, we will recognize your valiant efforts in an upcoming video. Be sure to like and subscribe so you too can join our cause and keep in the loop at all things Project Zorgo. Stay vigilant, Project Zorgo fans. Keep watching.